Hello to all my friends out there. So it's dinner time. The meal plan is coming along good. So I had a couple small potatoes left, and so I made some homemade French fries. French fries are really easy to make, and they're so cheap. If you buy them out, they're not as cheap, but if you make them at home, they are really, really cheap. So now move this. All right. So I just cut my French fries in strips, and I fried them in oil. This way your French fries are nice and hot for sure. And then tonight is a chicken night, and I have this really good chicken, and I have made it a lot, but once a week is not too often for this. This is cornflake chicken. And I had a few of my chicken tenderloins. I said turkey tenderloins, but they're chicken tenderloins. So this is a tasty little meal, and it's pretty darn cheap. I'd say this would be no more than $1.50, maybe $2 maximum. And then, you know, I'm using, almost dropped my salad. I'm using my salad stuff up. So, okay, so that's the meal plan. The food was ready, so, okay, so now, back here. I hope everyone is doing okay. So, my watches have been selling pretty good. I knew they would, and I hesitated to sell my watches because it's hard to get more jewelry and, you know, watches. So I have a watcher on this, what is this watch? I forgot. This is, what is this? Betsy Johnson. It's a really pretty bracelet watch, and I have a watcher on it. And I sold it really, really reasonable, and this is really pretty. This is a Mars watch. Perfect if you're into the Southwestern. And so I have a watcher on that as well. And then I made 4 cups of tea. I like my tea kind of weak. And if you pour this fresh brewed tea over ice, it's very good for iced tea. So, now, let's see. Here we go. So here we are, cornflake chicken and fries. So I made all these dinners, including this one, on video, and then I will finish out the week, and I'm just going to continue on. Well, let me give you, if you want a screenshot, I will continue on for a while with these meal plans because they really, really help with the stockpile if you're new to the stockpile. Okay, I've been feng shuiing the house for some time, well, before Christmas. So you might be thinking, well, how long does it take you to feng shui your house? It takes a long time. First of all, you have got to spotlessly clean your house. You have got to get rid of everything broken, damaged, or soiled. Now, I'm not spending any money on my feng shui. None. I'm just spotlessly cleaning the house. And my rooftop garden is coming along nicely. And that goes with the feng shui. You need plants. And I will be getting a few fish. I don't know. I'm bracing myself for the fish thing. I might get a bird. We'll see. So the feng shuiing is about 2/3 done. Kind of. There's no end to it. Back in the Ming Dynasty, they had slaves, you know, so they could pull their environment together. And I'm not getting rid of my stuff because I sell my stuff. And so I have 2 waterfalls, but I broke my new waterfall and my old waterfall leaks. So now I'm going to have to get myself another waterfall because when I chipped up my waterfall, then it was broken, chipped, or soiled. So, you know, it's no good for the feng shui. Okay, so when I'm going through my stuff, I'm creating bags of stuff and I will take it to the swap meet. At one point when I was doing the swap meet in the other place, I never finished the feng shui at the other place because I had to move. It would have been so much better if that hadn't happened. So I have some hummus to go with my salad. That's one good thing about carrots. Carrots are really good in the hummus. Okay, so now here's how I made the chicken. 1 egg and 1 tablespoon honey. I use my honey syrup because I want to use this up. See, it's been in my refrigerator for a while, and I'll make some granola and, you know, whatever else I can think of. And so I'm eating down on my food. Okay, so then I sprinkle my chicken with garlic powder and black pepper, and this is a very delicious combination. Then I rolled my chicken in cornflakes, which I ground in my blender, and I baked in oil. You know, I put some oil in the pan, 350, and turned halfway, and that brought us to this point. So this is going to be a very cheap little meal and a very tasty little meal. All right, now, I want to show you something. That is the cornflakes, and in the middle of the night when I eat cereal, I will eat up the rest of the cornflakes. So to go on my cornflake chicken, I have barbecue sauce. This is actually a lot of food, you guys. And then on my French fries, I have ketchup. So, okay, so there's dinner. It's easy dinner. Okay, so I'm working on my eBay, and I showed you guys some of the stuff I sell. I want to encourage you guys to try it. Okay, now when the virus first started, I was afraid to go to the post office, but what I discovered is you can check your cities by zip code, and there are counties with almost no corona, so you can drive there to the post office, or you can go when there's very little traffic. And as for the thrift stores this week, I'm pretty much staying out of them because we had humongous crowds on the 4th of July and who knows what else at the beach. And so we could expect a spike. Also, it could lay dormant until the first of the year. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. So I'm preparing for whatever can happen. I'm preparing for the virus. I'm preparing for a recession. I'm preparing for evacuation. Okay, so now, I'm doing eBay, and then I'm bagging stuff up to sell at the swap meet. If I don't get around to the swap meet, I will donate it, because I'm not going to be selling it on eBay. I probably won't donate it. I'll probably sell it. Now, about the food storage. If you're new to food storage, I have a way that I'm finding to be really good. So what I did is I created small boxes that were 15 days food. And I'm going to be doing more of these, and I'm going to show you. So for 1 year, you would need 15 days of food. It could be 15 cans. It could be 15 of those rice-a-roni, macaroni and cheese, rice dinners. It could be, it could be anything. It could be whatever would be food for 15 days. So for a year, you would need 24 of these boxes, and for 2 years, you would need 48 of these boxes. So now one of the things I'm preparing for is evacuation. So say if the big fire comes in September, and it very well could be, hopefully not, I can drag all my small boxes out to the front door, by the front door in my apartment, and I can have them out of here and in the back of my truck in a few minutes. Because if I got to evacuate out of here, I want to take my food with me, because we don't really know, what's going to happen. The one thing you have to have for survival is food. So if you start doing these stockpile boxes, you know, if you have a room and it is displayed so beautiful and you got to evacuate, you cannot get out with your food. So you want to be thinking about that. So I'm preparing for the evacuation, 1/2 month food per box. Okay, so I checked around for food that was almost ready to expire, and I donated that. And I've been eating down my half packages, and I'm eating my freezer down. And so last month, here's the chicken I bought. I bought 2 of these. So I think it was about 6 pounds of chicken I ate. It might have been longer than a month, but they have 10-pound bags. I might buy 10 pounds this month. Also, I discovered I eat about 18 eggs, and that's baking everything else in a month. The cornflakes lasted me a month, and I did research, and you're supposed to have 3 cups of milk per day. That would be one of these packages. So you got to figure in about $1 a day for milk. You don't want to be dairy deficient. And I also started stockpiling nuts. I don't eat that many nuts, but I have nuts. And then I'm eating the freezer down. And as I'm eating my freezer down, I'm learning stuff. And I had stockpiled in my freezer, I had stockpiled bacon, chicken, and hamburgers. And those 3 were really good. So I also had pork sausage and cabalsa, and those were pretty good. So I want to repack my freezer. Also, I have discovered for the stockpile, the cans of tuna are much better in your meat, like the meatloaf, like the chicken, is going to serve you better in making big sandwiches like the one I did today. So that is dinner. You guys, try this. It's delicious. God bless you all.